everyone, so I wanted to get quite crafty and creative and start doing projects together to get you busy and create something that you might like. Now, I had this idea of documenting this time that we are in right now. So the quarantine that we are in and staying at home, you know, depending on every country, it probably will finish. It started roughly at the same time, and it probably will finish, you know, maybe in some countries a bit earlier, maybe in some countries a bit later, but we are not certain of how long it will take, maybe from a few weeks to a few months. So I thought, why don't we document what happens every day and keep it like something as a memory, even though you might think it's not a really great time to remember, but something good happens and you can see something positive in every situation. And this is where I'm coming from. So I thought I will just give you a few things that you might want to gather and prepare for the next time we will actually start this project. So what I thought to do is like a Rolodex type of journaling. So we will be creating these kind of Rolodex type of cards. Now it would be helpful if you already have something like this, which is a die set from Heidi Swapp. If it's still available on Amazon, I'll try to link it down below, but if not, you can just, the sizing of it is about 10.2 centimeters across, and then height wise you can do it as tall as you want, but let me see. So without the tags, so 8.2 height-wise. With the tabs, it's about 9.5, and across it's 10.2. So basically what you could do is you could cut it out yourself, this sort of shape. Then you could use a corner cutter, and you could use this little hallmark things. Anyways, I will show you how to do this yourself in the next video that we're going to start this project in, if you don't have these dies. But if you have them, then great, you can use them. Also, you'll need to find some sort of a tray that will fit these. Now, I looked on Amazon yesterday for quite a while, and there is a Rolodex system which Ali Brown has showed a while ago. Like, you buy it as a black and it's like a mesh, and you can spray paint. Now it's a little bit pricey, so here in UK I think it's about over 20 pounds, and it comes with all the cards inside, which I didn't want. So I just wanted the tray, but you can't buy the tray on itself, and everything I looked at didn't really fit very well. So I looked in my studio and just to see what I can find. I found this IKEA tray, which I don't think will work very well because it sort of goes in. If it was straight, then it would have worked because it does fit in here perfectly, but it kind of would stand out like this. So this isn't really going to work. Something like that, which is just an organizing little tray. I got this one from Dunelm. They have them in different sizes. Now this would work perfectly, and it looks really cute as well. So what you could do is, you can see it sort of fits here perfectly with giving a little bit of space in between. And then you would need something just to put here, like a paperweight. If you have one of those like paperweight heavy things, you can just sort of keep it there to keep your cards, as the collection is growing, from tumbling over. So eventually they will just sort of lay down like that, and then you can take it off once you fill up the whole thing. But yes, so this is the idea, and this tray will really fit a lot of these cards, so probably would be enough for the few months if we have to stay all those few months at home. So yeah, now obviously if something happens every day, like I'm going to backtrack now from the day one when we were told to stay home, what happened that day, what happened the next day. If you want to write down your thoughts and how you feel about it, which is a little bit negative, you can write them on the back just to keep them there. I personally will just try to highlight the good things that happened that day. What else you need for this thing is anything that you have in terms of stickers, ephemera, any of those good things that you have had lying in your studio for quite a while, or your crafting space. Just get them all out, you know, just get them out, and we're going to try and create beautiful little things, because these cards are small, so they're easy to decorate. You'll need some paper, and you will need some of those cardstocks. You know, you can buy them in, I'll show you. So I have some small ones somewhere, but I couldn't find them right now. So I've got also these 12 by 12, so really large sheets, and you can, we're going to use them to create these things. I mean, look at this beautifulness. And also you can buy them as individual sheets. So they'll, if you don't have any of this, you can find it on Amazon. So there's this one, which I had from Maggie Holmes. It's a foil vellum. So loads of things. We're going to use literally everything that we have, from stamp sets to cutouts. And if you don't have any of those things, what you can do is pull out your old magazines or newspapers, anything like that that has any visuals. In this case, as an example, I have this little leaflet from an exhibition we went. And look at the imagery, and for example, I could cut out something that stands out to me and looks interesting, pattern wise or color wise. This looks really beautiful, a bird with a gold beak and gold eyes, so I could cut that out. Just cut out loads and loads of pictures that, you know, you find interesting in any way. And what we're going to do is we're going to use that as ephemera as well. Also, apart from all the crafting things, we're also going to do some watercoloring and some art as well. So some of the cards will be on watercolor paper, which we'll cut out of watercolor paper, and we'll do some sort of abstract-y type of watercoloring with different mediums, which is going to really be quite creative. And I will be creating a couple of these things before I start the tutorials with you, just to show you. And then, you know, ever so often, whichever I can film, I will film the process to share with you. So that's what you need to prepare. You will have, I'm not sure when I will start this tutorial, but fairly soon. So you will have probably a few days to prepare. Just get those things ready. Like I said, if you need to buy anything, if you can't find this on Amazon, then at least get a corner punch. So a corner punch like that, or any other brands that you want, that would help you to kind of at least, you know, cut by hand a certain size of a card, but then cut the edges to make it look a little bit more finished. And like I said, all the other things, just go through all of your stack of goodiness and find out and put it to one pile, and we will then start creating very soon. Any embellishments, any sequins, anything, even I might even use my sewing machine. Yeah, sewing machine, any threads that you like, any colors. Just get a little basket or a little box and fill it up with all the lovely things that would really give you pleasure. Little beads that you could sew on, everything. So you might just, you know, get inspired by what I will show you and want to use something else as well, which I haven't even shown. So just do that. Go through your room and find out your favorite things, favorite colors, favorite things that you'd like to use, or just in general things that you haven't used for a while and you'd like to use. So that's what we will be doing next. So thanks for watching, keep safe, and see you soon.